Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can take a lot of stress off your neck muscles, especially when you go into the gym regularly or you go to yoga or Pilates or even do things like calisthenics or bodyweight exercises at home. If you tend to have neck tightness or even neck pain in your everyday life, of course, it can have several different causes, but one of the main causes is that when we work out or do any kind of movement activity, we tend to pull the shoulders up towards our ears, and that is tightening up the muscles like nothing else. So in this video, I want to show you and talk a little bit about how you can make sure that you're not doing that anymore, and how you can activate the right muscles that are supposed to do the job, because oftentimes the body is trying to stabilize by pulling the shoulders up towards the ears, which is a compensation for the actual stabilizing muscles that are not activated well enough, and the neck has to take over, and then it gets overworked because it's not necessarily made for stabilization that much. So depending on the exercise, of course. So I have these two muscle activation sensors on my neck right now, and they are tracking the activation of my muscles in real time. As you can see, I'm pulling up my left neck. You see it here, the right one, you see it there. And I'm going to show you now how it looks like in a push-up, for example. So, you know, push-ups, we all do them, hopefully. Or even in yoga, you do the chaturangas where you go down slowly. I oftentimes observe that people pull the shoulder up towards the ears, which sometimes goes hand in hand with bringing the elbows up to the side more instead of keeping them closer to the body. But as you can see here now, if I do that, if I bring the shoulders out and the elbows out to the side and pull the shoulders up towards my ears, and now I'm going down, it's like the numbers spike up like crazy, right? Whereas if I'm learning to activate the lats, if I'm pulling the insides of my elbows forward and keeping the shoulders low, you will be able to see now that I can control the activation much better of the neck muscles. And I'm actually staying below 100 here, right? Or let's say you do a down dog in yoga, where I'm also oftentimes see that people kind of hang in this position and having the shoulders tightened up towards the ears and internally rotating the shoulders. And as you can see here, the numbers are pretty high, but now I'm retracting my shoulders. I'm turning my shoulders out, bringing the insides of my elbows forward. And now you should be able to see that the numbers are very low compared to the way I did it before. So especially in like all kinds of pushing exercises or exercises where we have the arms overhead, we often tend to tighten up the neck muscles. But it can also be if we're pulling, you know, let's say you do a cable row and you also tend to bring the shoulder up. That is, as you can see here, another mechanism of activating or overly activating the neck muscles. So if you learn to keep the shoulder low and to activate the lats, and now pulling back, as you can see, you can keep the numbers low much better. A way for you to practice that and to see that distinction here is by just having one hand on your neck muscle, bringing your arm forward, and now you try to just pull the shoulder back while you keep the elbow completely straight. And at the same time, you also externally rotate the arm. So pull it back and then forward again. Make sure the elbow really stays straight, the hand stays leveled with your shoulder, and pull only from your shoulder without using any other muscles. So make sure you're not pushing the ribcage forward. And here now you want to see the difference. If you pull the shoulder up towards your ear, which we automatically often do, these muscles are very tight. But now you keep the shoulder low and you can keep the neck muscle pretty soft. If it doesn't work that well in the beginning, just keep practicing that and you will get better the more you do it. But make sure you really activate the lat. See, you feel the lat muscle here now engaged and not the neck that much anymore. And then from here, you can also start doing cable rolls or all kinds of rowing exercises. And that were just a few examples, but I hope you saw it and you got the idea that it's really important to consider looking at what you're doing already in the gym and trying to change it and trying to set the scapula in a proper way so that you don't overwork the neck muscles. And setting the scapula in a proper way is with the tips that I mentioned in the with the push-up or with the down dog. But I also have another video where I was showing you 3 exercises on how to keep the shoulders low and how to activate the muscles that set your scapula right. I will link it in this video. And yeah, make sure you find ways to keep the neck soft so it doesn't overwork, so you can get rid of your neck tightness. If you like my videos and if you don't want to miss any future videos anymore, then hit the subscribe button and also activate the notification bell. And that will also help me to reach more people so that they can benefit from these tips and exercises in my videos as well.